Hey guys, you already know who it is. It's your girl Melanin Beauty by Mimi, and welcome back to my channel. Guys, let's just go ahead and get things popping. Today we're going to be doing our nail practice for the first time, trying to do acrylic nails for beginners, because as you know guys, I've never done this before, so just bear with me as I attempt this. I know I'm not good at this, but we'll see how it turns out. I'm hoping that this turns out great. But yeah guys, let's go ahead and get right into it. Also, check out the little DIY I did for my channel, Melanin Beauty by Mimi. So cute guys. All right, let's get into it guys. So we're gonna go ahead and start clipping down these nails to make them a little bit more natural, because as you know, you cannot really, it's hard to, you know, glue artificial nails onto long nail beds. So we're going to go ahead and clip these down. So now that we have done that, we're going to go ahead and take our file. I got my 120 by 180. So now we're going to take this and just round out the sides to make the nail a little bit more natural. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take my file and remove the shine from the natural nail. And you're just going to kind of do that in a circular motion. Be very careful with the natural nail bed or on your client. So I just want to say that as I'm doing this, I was watching a YouTube video for, you know, beginners. I was watching this YouTuber. Her name is Natalie Carmona. She's very good at nails. So I was kind of going along with her while she did it. So you may see my iPad in the back, but that's just me watching her. So I couldn't quite get all of the shine off the nail. So what I did is I went back and I took my drill, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my sanding band on my drill to go ahead and finish removing the rest of the shine. So as you can see, I put it on like a medium range for the for me to do it. brush off that extra dust off the nail. And once I do that, I can go ahead into finish filing. So now that we're done that, we're going to go ahead and start using the nails. So for these nails, I chose size 3 and 2 because all these nails on the finger are the same except for the thumb. So for the thumb, I use 2, and for the other fingers, I use the size 3. And as you can see, the white nails I use for practice. These natural nails I use for when I do clients or when I will be working on myself. Those are the nails that I will use for that, unless I run out of practice ones. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start shaping these nails to make sure that they fit good and fit properly. And I'm going to do that for all of the nails. So now that I'm done that, I'm going to go ahead and start gluing these nails on. And I did use my BYB glue, so I'm going to go ahead and start gluing these nails on. now that these are all glued on, I'm just gonna go back and just check them all to make sure that they're on good enough, on tightly. Just want to make sure that they aren't going to fall off. So I'm just checking the rest of them. Once I go ahead and do that, I'm going to go ahead and start shaping them, you know, filing them down. So I didn't want them too long or too short. So I kind of did them a medium length, as you can see. I didn't really want to make them too long. So as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and do these to all of them. That's pretty good right there. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do that to all of them and I'll be back. So now I'm just checking the nails to make sure they're all about the same length. They look good to me. So I'm going to go ahead and start shaping them into the shape that I want them with this straight nail file. And I kind of wanted to go for like a stiletto type look. So as you can see, I'm clipping off the sides and I'm going to kind of do this to all of them. So I'm just going to clip off these sides here so that they are pretty close to getting to that pointy shape. Okay guys, so what we're going to go ahead and do now is we're going to go ahead and start shaping our nail into that stiletto point. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our file and keep it pretty straight, guys. We're going to take our file and we're going to file down the nails from side to side because we want the nail to be as even as possible. So you want to file from side to side, back and forth until you get it into the shape that you desire. So just keep filing side to side. Do you see this point? Oh my god, yes. So you guys, you just want to make sure when you're doing all of these that they're as even as possible because you want them to look very, very natural.
Amy on the track, yeah.
now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and file down the natural nail and the fake nail to blend them in together. And you kind of just want to do this for all of them. So just you take your file and file down the center of it to make sure that it blends pretty well. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and brush off these nails, get that excess dust off. And then once we do that, we're going to go ahead and take your primer or your dehydrator, and you're going to just spread that across the natural nail just to keep it moisturized and make sure that it's safe underneath for once you apply the acrylic. So we're going to go ahead and do that to all of these. Make sure they're nice and primed. Alright, so once we're done using primer, we're going to go ahead and start the process of applying the acrylic. So this is the powder that I'm going to be using. I'm going to take my dapping dish and make sure it's filled with monomer. And then I have my acrylic brush, of course. And what you want to do is you kind of just want to start applying it. So before I do that, I just want to make sure that I get enough monomer on my acrylic brush and so that the powder will distribute evenly. So once I do that, then you can start applying it. And I'm going to be doing kind of the 3-bead method, but because I'm not used to doing this, it's a little bit more difficult for me. So I may be doing a little bit more than 3 beads. So, you know, just bear with me, guys. So real quick, just as you're doing this, make sure that you are patting it down as lightly as possible because you don't want the acrylic to be really thick or really thin. So you want to make sure that you pat it down and evenly distribute. As you can see, that's what I'm doing for all of the nails. can see, I'm just going to go ahead and take the back of my acrylic brush and kind of just lightly tap it to make sure that it's fully dried. And then the next thing you want to do is just go in with your drill and file things down to make sure that it's even and there are no bumps, no ridges or anything like that. So I'm just taking my nail drill to do that. So here we're just going to go back in with our file and reshape a little bit. I might have to go back in with my drill because it's still a little bumpy, but I'm going to go ahead and start filing first. So I ended up having to go back and drill a bit on the nails, but now I'm just taking my brush and dusting the nails off a bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this hard buffer and I'm going to buff the top and the bottom of the nail. So I'm just going to file these down and all right. I'm going to just file down these nails to make sure that they're good underneath and on the top. Okay, so I'm just finishing up buffing them now. So now that they're pretty much finished getting buffed, ooh, look at that. Ooh, ooh, let me turn. Ooh, oh, girl, you didn't did something. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my little dust brush and just clean up that excess dust off the nail. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take my alcohol pad and just kind of clean the nails, because usually with your clients, you will have them wash their hands. But because it's a practice hand, I'm just gonna clean it with the alcohol wipe. Alright, so now that that's done, we can go ahead and begin polishing. So I chose this blue polish, which is one of the ones that I just got. I'll show you the rest later. And then these are also the glitters that I got out of one of the packages, and I'm going to be using that for that ring finger. And then this is my curing lamp that I will be using as well, which you guys have also seen. I'm just going to go ahead and begin this. What you want to do is you want to be very, very cautious. So I'm going to go ahead and take the pinky and start with that, and I'm just going to be very gentle when I'm polishing, because I don't want to get anything on the side walls or just completely make a mess. So, and I kind of want it to look as neat as possible, so I'm going to go ahead and begin polishing very, very gently. And I'm going to do the same for all of them except for the ring finger here. Okay, so I got most of them done. So now I'm going to take my little curing lamp and I'm going to kind of let them dry a bit. This nail polish do dry a bit fast, but I'm going to go ahead and cure them with this lamp. Oh yeah, but I have to hold it, guys, because it is a practice hand, so I can't really lay it flat because I don't want it to mess up the nail. applying the glitter, and I'm just using my little cuticle pusher, and I'm just applying some silver and blue glitter all over the ring finger. Okay guys, so this is the final result. As you can see here, I did mess it up a little bit. Maybe I might have touched it before it was dry, or hit the curing lamp, but this is the final result, and I am pretty proud of it. I did way better than I thought I would. They look so cute. As you can see, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great, but it will get better. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys for taking this journey with me of trying to be a nail tech eventually. But thank you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of the above, and stay tuned for the next video, guys. Love you.